postseason preparations. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. Here are the starters for New Jersey. Thomas is out there with Martin. Then there's Jalen Suggs. Then it's Okongwu, and it's George in at the shooting guard. And here is Murray after Paul George getting his three to go. Nailed from three-point land. Taking a look at Phoenix. You know, tonight Greg's going to tell us a lot about how they match up in the series. And both ends of the court.
Yeah, we can talk about how well these teams match up in terms of talent, but in terms of how they match up in style, that's what we'll find out right now.
Now Turner, Paul George missing from long range. Got that one up quick.
An extra played out perfectly for them.
New Jersey has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Suggs. It's hauled in by the Suns.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Pass to Wembanyama. To the inside, Murray. Martin gets the rebound. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Okongwu with the screen on Murray. Outside for George. Outside Martin. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Whiteside, good. Whiteside's got his second basket of the night.
The 7-footer, Whiteside, using that size and snatching up the offensive board and finding his own opportunity.
Now, here's Suggs. George passes to Martin. Okongwu with the screen for Suggs. New Jersey needs to get off a shot here. And Whiteside sends it back. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. They need this.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Murray, the pass to Mashburn. No good from outside. New Jersey trails by 4. Pass to George. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Here's Suggs. That ball's nice speed that time from George.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Here's Mashburn. That's good on the jump shot. Mashburn's got 5 minutes.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now, here's Suggs. No No good on the shot.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Wembanyama looking it over. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Whiteside, a screen on George. Shot clock at 6. Tries the spin move. Shot from free throw range. The shot by Turner, no good. New Jersey trails by 3. George dishes to Suggs. Okongwu.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Murray, the pass to Wembanyama. Over Okongwu. Wembanyama, no good. Suggs with the ball. Outside, George. Good on the three-point shot. George has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Nets.
And keep an eye out for George from deep. Tons of room to grow there.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Phoenix. Dick's checked in for New Jersey. And here are the Suns now, trailing by 2. Murray, the pass to Turner. Shot clock at 5. Wembanyama, outside. That ball. Nice feed that time from Turner.
And this kid has all the confidence in the world. Wembanyama stayed under control just in time to beat the clock.
Outside Thomas. Back to Dick. Pass to George. Over Grimes. George passes to Dick. Basket counts.
Not just a jump shooter. Dick can operate inside that restricted area.
Outside Turner lets it go from deep. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Thomas sends a screen for Dick. Outside George. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Dick. Outside George. Lets it go with a 3. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Grimes passes to Murray. Thomas against Turner. Now Grimes. Whiteside, a screen on George. Buries it from three-point range.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Dick, that's good.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Wembanyama, no good.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Phoenix ahead. They're up by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Well, that has to be intimidating. They're erasing easy looks, and they're changing perimeter shots as well.
Deron Williams out there with Quentin Grimes. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. Then it's Sharp, and it's Mashburn in at the small forward position. Who's out there for Phoenix. Back to Suggs. This one for 3. He makes that one drop, only a second in 5 tries.
Oh, terrific move offensively from Suggs. He is locked in on that shot and finishing.
Pass to Mashburn. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside Green. the pitch for Suggs. Driving in. And it favors that time on the assist from Suggs. Suggs has got 4 assists now tonight. McDaniels outside. Out left to the wing. Pass to Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Williams, a screen on Williams. On the wing, Williams. Green deciding where to go with it. Shot's good by Williams. Williams has got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Suns here with a different look. Whiteside's checked in for Sharp. And Benyama comes in for McDaniels. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Quentin Grimes. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Darren Williams. And a new group in for the Nets. Okongwu's checked in for Williams. Martin comes in for Derek Favors. Thomas checked in for Grady Dick. And Georgia subbed in for Josh Green.
Wow, Murray right there just was not going to be denied, showing you that functional strength.
Outside, Suggs. To the paint. And the layup is good. Martin's got the lead back up to 3 now for New Jersey.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Murray, the pass to Mashburn. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Inside, it's stolen by Wembanyama. Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, what Murray brings to the table is versatility. He's a playmaker, scorer, defender, rebounder for his position.
And so Murray nails both of them. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Suggs. He's got 6. Here's Martin. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Turner finds Murray. Back to Turner. Murray sets a screen for Turner. Over Suggs. Here's Wembanyama. And they take the lead. Wembanyama's got his second bucket. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Phoenix.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Outside, George. Martin with a screen on Turner. George passes to Martin. Good defense by Wembanyama. The Suns leading. Pass to Turner. And Murray now top of the key. 6 to shoot. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. The size, the shooting touch. Wembanyama is unreal.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shot's now starting to fall.
Outside, Suggs. Martin with a screen on Murray. Here's Suggs. Count it from 12. Suggs has got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, bigger than your average guard. Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Suns making a change here. Grimes is checked in. And the Nets making a change here as well. Banton's checked in. Pass to Murray. Turner for 3. Okongwu grabs the board.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Banton. He's covered by Murray. That 3 off the mark. Suns have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. The shot by Turner no good.
Well, despite this lead, he hasn't found the sweet spot yet. It's been mostly sour, actually.
Back to George. Martin with the screen for George. Just 5 to shoot. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Suns. Murray with the bounce pass. Turner can't get that one to fall.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
And 101 left in the first half. And here's George for 3. Cans it from downtown. George has got his 3rd basket of the night. The Suns trailing. Murray, the pass to Turner. Pulls it up. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his 3rd assist on the night. 41 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Thomas, a screen on Murray. Pass to George. From deep three-point land, Phoenix grabs the miss. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Turner for the 3. Happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Now here is George. He's guarded by Grimes. Releases. George finds Martin.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Nets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That's good for Martin. No good on the second free throw. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Suns lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody, to our Game 1 coverage. It's a tight one indeed for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, they've got this crowd on the edge of their seats. It's been one heck of a game. And if they continue to play well, they're going to take control of this series.
Wouldn't that be a nice treat for these fans? Taking a look at the situation for the Phoenix Suns. I'm curious. You guys both played in a lot of playoff games. What's a Game 1 like?
To me, it's the most important game of the series. A chance to come out strong, set the tone, Ernie, like getting everyone on notice. And Game 1s are really the best chance for the underdog to sneak in and steal a win.
Yeah, you say that, Kitty, because you're the underdog around here. You better not be stealing nothing away from me. Stay away from my snacks. I'm the alpha.
Well, glad the whole pack was able to weigh in on that one. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. Without question, George is playing his skills today.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
So for New Jersey right now, they've got Martin. George is out there with Jalen Suggs. Then it's Thomas. And it's Okongwu in at the center position. Drains it from beyond the arc. Wembanyama's got his team on the board first here in the second half of the Suns. New Jersey trails by 6. Pass to Thomas. Martin with the screen for Thomas. And too long on the shot.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Bringing that intimidation factor. I love it.
Here's Wembanyama. Thomas grabs the rebound. New Jersey has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's Suggs. Count it from 12. Suggs has got 10.
And because it's so easy for him to get to the cup, Suggs doesn't shoot a ton of mid-range jumpers, but he has it in his arsenal.
Back to Murray. Wembanyama passes to Mashburn. Pocket 6. Right side, a screen on George. Here's Mashburn, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Okongwu with the screen on Turner. George passes to Okongwu. Pass to Suggs. Takes the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 5 rebounds tonight. Murray outside. Here's Mashburn. Here's the 3. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 5 assists tonight.
So those are starting to add up. Their last 5 passes, 3 have been critical.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Now Murray. Pass to Mashburn. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. New Jersey trails by 9. Thomas sets a screen for Suggs. Outside, George connects from 3-point range. George has got 12 points in the game.
And that'll serve George well in his career. Lightning quick release.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Suns leading by 6. Murray the pass to Mashburn. Pass to Wembanyama. Hits it from 3-point range. Wembanyama's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Suggs looking around. It's Martin on the way. Back to Suggs. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Phoenix has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Pass to Mashburn. Back to Turner. Here's Mashburn. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists now in this one. New Jersey trails by 11. Thomas a screen on Murray. Outside, George fires the 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Now he has quickly piled up the points by stringing those threes together.
Pass to Wembanyama. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Suggs. Martin with the screen for George. And finished off by Martin.
Well, that's just a veteran understanding how to play. Paul George knowing exactly where to go with the ball.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. They've led by as many as 11 points. And they'll get another chance. Wembanyama passes to Murray. From past the arc. That's his 6th field goal today. And that makes him now 6 for 11.
And another bucket. He has had.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Floor for the Nets. Pass to Green. Dick sets a screen for Green. A three-pointer off the mark. Suns leading by 9. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. Right side a screen. Murray kicks to Turner. Good ball movement here by the Suns. 4 on the clock. Here's Grimes. He's off from 17 feet. New Jersey trails by 9. Outside, Green. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. To the inside. McDaniels against Favors. Outside Turner. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Nets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Pass to Benton from the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
6 seconds separating the shot game clocks. Williams outside. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. New Jersey trails by 9. Here's Dick, and he banks in the layup. And that's now 6 points for Grady Dick.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
McDaniels outside. And so it's the Phoenix Suns bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. Sharp out there with McDaniels. Then there's Quentin Grimes. Then it's Williams. And it's Mashburn in at the 3 spot. Who's out there for Phoenix.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
That's the 3 fly. Green with the rebound.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
And that one, good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Suns leading by 3. To the middle. A nice shot by McDaniel.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it in.
Outside, Suggs. Williams, a screen on Williams. Suggs dishes to Williams. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
Ashburn, the pass to Grimes. Sharp with a screen on Green. To the paint. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Williams.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
McDaniels finds Sharp. Tipped away. Taken away by Williams. Here's Green. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Big good substitution here for Phoenix. Whiteside's checked in for Sharp. Victor Wembanyama comes in for McDaniels. Turner's checked in for Quentin Grimes. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Williams. George is checked in for New Jersey. And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So for the Nets, Okongwu's checked in for Williams. Martin comes in for Derek Favors. And Thomas subbed in for Green. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, well, Jordy Fernandez was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Back to Suggs. To the inside. George, no good. Suns leading by 3. Pass to Mashburn. There's the 3. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his third triple since halftime.
Suggs finds Thomas. Okongwu with the screen to Thomas. Outside, George. And here's Martin. Turner with the steal. Wembanyama outside. And here is Murray. Here's Mashburn. On the wing, Turner. Over George. The shot by Turner, no good.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Outside, Martin. Here's Okongwu. And it's rebounded by Mashburn. Mashburn's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Murray with the bounce pass. Pass to Wembanyama. No good from 3. New Jersey trails by 6. George. And it's sent back by Turner. Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's Murray. And stolen by Okongwu. Now George. Sinks the big jumper.
Zoned in. George leaving no doubt.
Phoenix leading by 4. Here's Mashburn. Defended by George. Wembanyama. Another chance. And he figures it out with the lay-in.
Well, he just outworked everybody there. Give him credit. He deserved to be rewarded for that effort.
Now, here's George. That does not go. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And it misses. And so George will bring it up for New Jersey. 6-point game. Suggs. Oh, great touch off the pass.
Continuing to impress as a playmaker. George's ability to facilitate an offense is one of his many strengths.
Steps back. Okongwu against Wembanyama. Right side, a screen on Thomas. 5 to shoot. Thomas with the steal. He gets it to go.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
For Phoenix, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. It's Turner. Wembanyama outside. Now Turner. Now Wembanyama. Off target from outside.
He's been way off the mark in this second half. Just unable to get any kind of rhythm going.
George.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Wembanyama up top, covered by Okongwu. Wembanyama down low. Okongwu on him. Can't get it to go. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. What an opportunity here.
Yeah, chance to take the lead. This is huge.
George with the ball. Okongwu. George. Missed on the 3. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The long shot, no good. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. He got Suggs. Okongwu is out there with Martin. Then it's George, and it's Thomas in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Suggs. Martin with the screen for Suggs. A miss that time. That would have put him up. Now Murray. From outside, Okongwu pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Thomas to take the lead. Does not go in.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Wembanyama just 2 big down low.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
George against Turner. Martin with a screen on Turner. George, 16-footer drops in.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now Wembanyama. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
And standing easily over 7 feet. Whenever he gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
George! And that won't go. Missing the go-ahead basket. Now Wembanyama. Okongwu pulls it down. It's George on the wing. Turner covering. Now Suggs. And stolen by Murray. Wembanyama outside. Tries it from 16. That one goes in.
That is world class.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Okongwu. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Suggs outside for 3. That's off, and that's an intentional foul. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Second team foul. At the line for your Suns, Victor Wembanyama taking 2 shots.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker.
And this is important for Wembanyama's development, wanting to step up and be a leader.
And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. George.
It's so difficult for a defender not to fall for that kind of fake by Paul George.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 seconds.
No good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're trailing by 6. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
There's still a sliver of hope.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
They trail by 6. George, it falls!
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Evan Turner. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Outside Thomas. He's off from 3. And so they foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
So the Suns win it, and you got to feel good about getting each and every game here in the postseason.
You know, Kevin, each game is just so significant and magnified. This has got to feel really good.
Well, that'll do it for now. You can join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
Great to have you with us for the playoffs. Here's Portland's starting group. Manuel quickly is out there with Maxey. And it's Leitner in at the 5 down low. And for the Cavaliers, they've got Serge Ibaka. Joel Embiid is out there with Jackson. Then there's Scoot Henderson. And it's Childress in at the shooting guard position. You look at Cleveland, they want to make a statement here in the first game of this series.
Well, coming out strong is the best way to set the tone. A big win can last deeper into the playoffs as well.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Pass to Embiid. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Leitner.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Kukoc. The deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Embiid can't hit.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that.
Maxey against Henderson. To the paint. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. They'll pin that one on Serge Ibaka.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he drops the first. Both shots good from the stripe. About a minute played here so far in the first. Pass to Embiid. Jackson surveying the D. Back to Embiid. Clock at 6. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. Henderson against Maxey. Here's Kukoc. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Ibaka. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Henderson finds Jackson. Back to Henderson. Screen by Embiid. Lets it go from deep. Henderson misses.
Not an ideal start for them. Still looking for their first field goal after 4 misses.
And here is Maxey. Quickly outside. Down low. Here's Leitner. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ibaka. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, you could feel the playoff intensity in that block. He's playing some extra aggressive defense out there.
Just 3 to shoot. For Cleveland, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Pass to Embiid. From deep. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, that's just their first make in 5 attempts. Maybe that bucket can ignite their offense.
To the middle. Here's Bowen. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
Now Embiid. Jackson outside. Back to Embiid. Ooh, it's stolen. Here's Bowen, defended by Jackson. Quickly outside. The 3 ball. Drops in the 3.
This team trusts Maxey to make good decisions with the ball.
Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's Childress. Pass to Embiid. Fires the 3. Bowen with a rebound.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Maxey passes to Kukoc. Back to Maxey. On the take. 5 on the clock. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. And they're pushing it up. And Embiid throws it down.
Leaping up to hammer down the alley-oop. Embiid's impressive court awareness on full display there.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him. And he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Connects from downtown.
Embiid gets the shot up, and that's the work of an assertive offensive player.
Pass to Kukoc. The 3 is up. Sends it home from 3-point land.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Smith, he's checked in for Cleveland. Jones comes in for Henderson. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Portland on D. It's a 5-point game. Out to the wing. Here's Embiid. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Christie with the ball. And Ibaka picks him up defensively. Maxey against Jones. Maxey passes to Christie. Portland moving it around. Clock at 4. The 3 is up. Joel Embiid with the board. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A minute and a half left in the first. Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Trailblazers?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Good on the second one. Portland leading by 4. From downtown, the rebound by Rick Hasler.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Henderson with it. He's picked up by Christie. Cuts off the pass. Now here's Maxey. The D's right on him. Leitner passes to Christie. Here's Leitner. The floater. And he buries his first look. And Cleveland has possession. Pass to Ibaka. And here's Smith. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first. Henderson outside. Shoots. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Pass to Springer. Over Henderson. Springer misses. Now here's Henderson. Guarded closely. With 2 seconds left. The shot that time not on target. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be right back with you shortly. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And what stands out to you from the Trailblazers in this one?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
We've got Scoot Henderson, and it's Smith in at the 3. That's the group for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Jones feels it out. They set the screen. No good on the 3. Portland leading by 8. Christie with the ball. Guarded by Smith. Unloads from 13. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Yao's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Malone. Pass to Jones. Here's Malone. Smith outside. Shot clock at 5. Jones from outside. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Bowen passes to Quickly. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Yao, and he banks in the layup. Yao's got 6 points in the quarter.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Here's Childress. Cleveland working the ball around now. A nice shot by Smith.
Yeah, great idea there. He set Smith up and let him knock him down.
Quickly against Henderson. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Christie. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Christie's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Shrimp. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Back to Christie. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Yao. It's rebounded by Shrimp. Cavaliers trail by 5. Henderson. Shrimp. Here's Pedro. The rebound by Kukoc. Portland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Bowen passes to Kukoc. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. He's checked in for the Cavs. Jackson comes in for Henderson. And Cleveland has possession. They trail by 7. Here's Childress. There's Jackson with the 3. Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Pass to Bowen. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Now here's Smith. 5 to shoot. And it's Portland with a rebound. They've led by as much as 10.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Quickly outside. He buries it from 3. And now a 9-point Portland lead.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Childers passes to Shrimp. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Leitner. Leitner's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Ibaka, he's checked in for Cleveland. Henderson comes in for Smith.
Serge Ibaka. Henderson.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Pass to Embiid. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Trailblazers lead by 9. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Minute and a half left in the second period. Pass to Kukoc. Fires from deep. The rebound by Embiid.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Now here's Jackson. Off target with the 3.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
There's a screen. Henderson against Maxey. To the inside. Shot is good by Leitner.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Childers passes to Embiid. Cleveland again missing. Portland leading by 11. Outside Maxey. Quickly outside. Back to Maxey. Here's Bowen, defended by Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bowen passes to Leitner. Shoots over Ibaka. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Here's Childers. Jackson on the wing. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I have Kenny Atkinson alongside. Coach, I hear you tell the team, limit their easy baskets. How do you create some easy ones in your own right?
Well, first, to get out and transition ourselves. I think we're walking the ball up, and I think their defense is set. We can't create anything when their defense is set.
All right, got to get them moving. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
Hey everybody, it's halftime of Game 1 and a big lead right now for the Portland Trailblazers.
You saw how they crashed the glass? That's Dr. O'Neill's School of Rebounding.
I did not know there was a class I'd enroll. Heck, who wouldn't want to take part in that? Looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers, I'm curious. You guys both played in a lot of playoff games. What's a Game 1 like?
To me, it's the most important game of the series. A chance to come out strong, set the tone, Ernie, like getting everyone on notice. And Game 1s are really the best chance for the underdog to sneak in and steal a win.
Yeah, you say that, Kenny, because you're the underdog around here. You better not be stealing nothing away from me. Stay away from my snacks. I'm the alpha.
Well, glad the whole pack was able to weigh in on that one. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. Trailblazers lead by 11. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Emmanuel Quickley. And it's Bowen in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Quickley. Kukoc, the pass to Bowen. 5 on the clock. Here's Leitner. That's Ibaka defending. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Embiid. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Ibaka, the pass to Henderson. And a miss there on the triple. Portland has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Outside Maxey. Here's Kukoc. Pure from three-point range. Kukoc has got 11.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Embiid from outside. Knocks down the triple.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Shot's good by Kukoc.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Henderson, the pass to Embiid. It's another three for Cleveland.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now here's Maxey. No made baskets yet. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Cavaliers trail by 11. Childers passes to Henderson. Embiid from outside. And Cleveland another three.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Quickly outside. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Maxey, that's good.
Well, anytime Maxey gets off a three, that's a good look for this squad.
Childers passes to Embiid. There's a screen. Pass to Henderson. Takes a three. Portland grabs the miss. Leitner's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now Quickly. He has 6. Outside Maxey. 4-3. He can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 11. The 3. And they recover it. Pass to Embiid. And here's Jackson, guarded by Quickly. From deep. Jackson can't get it to go.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Kukoc. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Over his time in the league, Maxey has really improved his playmaking.
Childers passes to Embiid. Misses the three. Portland leading by 13. Pass to Quickly. Outside Maxey. Here's Leitner. Quickly passes to Maxey. 4 on the clock. Good. He hits the jumper. Maxey's got 5 points.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
Now here's Jackson. Back to Embiid. To halt the run. Embiid muscles through the contact.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Maxey passes to Kukoc. Back to Maxey. Over Henderson. And it's Maxey missing. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Embiid. Back to Henderson. Jackson outside. Rebounded by Leitner. Leitner's got rebound number 8 now. Maxey against Henderson. Here's Bowen. No good on the triple.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Jackson outside. Hits the trifecta. He has 6.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
Portland leading by 10. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
And a new group getting ready for Portland. Springer passes to Gatling. Here's Yao. Thomas with a steal. In transition, here comes Cleveland. Here's Shrimp. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Here's Kukoc. 16 points for him. Pass to Yao. Just 5 to shoot. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Nice shot by Smith.
A crafty finisher. Smith has a variety of ways he can finish a drive.
Here's Springer. Still no points. Here's Yao. Thomas defends to win the cold spell. And it's good on the lay-in. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And so it's Portland, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back after this word. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. They've got Joel Embiid, and it's Shrimp in at the 4-man spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Springer passes to Kukoc. Here's Yao, defended by Jones. 11 feet out. Shot shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's right now.
Pass to Shrimp from downtown. The offensive rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Gatling. Here's Springer, defended by Jones. Here's Springer. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Childress has got 4 rebounds in the game. To the left side wing. The 3, Smith. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Here's the pick. Down low. Yao. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Jones finds Smith. Let's go with a 3. Yao with a rebound. Yao's got his 4th rebound in this one. Trailblazers lead by 12. Kukoc, the pass to Christie. Sinks the tray.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, it adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Ibaka, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Jones, the pass to Smith. Cleveland again missing.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Outside Christie. Pass to Leitner. Portland moving it around. 6 to shoot. Here's Yao. Joel Embiid with the board.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Jones finds Smith. Jones with a screen on Christie. Back to Jones to end the run. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
You're trying to contest Embiid, and there often leads to the foul.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Molding himself into one of the most dominant centers in the league, Embiid has really come into his own.
For the Cavaliers, Jackson comes in for Smith, and it's Henderson in for Jones. So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike. Portland leading by 14. Pass to Maxey. Quickly outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Inside. Here's Embiid. Embiid, too easy.
Well, he's put that first half behind him, and looks like his confidence is back.
They set the pick. For 3, Maxey. Again, the miss by Portland.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Here's Childress. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
Tony Kukoc. Second personal, second team foul. At the line for Cleveland, Childress. 1 shot.
Portland leading by 9. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Henderson, the pass to Embiid. Misses the 3. Portland leading by 11. Quickly with the ball. Maxey! Embiid there for the rebound.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Yes, it's good!
There's so much energy when Henderson is on the floor.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
Let's give it up for your Cavs powerhouse dance team.
And Maxey's got the ball here for Portland. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Here's Kukoc. Oh, deflected. 6 on the shot clock. The 17-footer. Ooh, it misses. Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's Childress. Jackson outside. Henderson fires. The free ball is down.
Well, we know he can hit those. For Henderson, it's all about becoming more reliable.
Henderson against Maxey. Goes up again, and Embiid with the block. Here's Childress. From deep. Yes, sir, with the 3.
You have to love their intensity right now, getting hot at the perfect time.
Well, you love their execution to get back in it. This game's very much in reach for them.
Here's Laker. That's Ibaka defending. Quickly, right side. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
And just an important basket. I mean, especially with their lead dwindling.
Now here's Ibaka. He's closely guarded. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Key points from Henderson. Stepping up. Scoop, young man, scoop.
Trailblazers lead by 3. Outside Maxey. Henderson against Maxey. Here's Jackson. Here's Childress. Now Jackson to tie it up. Money from 3.
Well, we talk about icing his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
32 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Maxey. Yes! Using that window!
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Here's Childers. Jackson outside. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Here's Quickly, and that's an intentional foul. Free throw is good, and that makes it a three-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
Cleveland calls timeout. They're losing by 4. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Embiid can't hit it. So a close game sees Portland taking this one. And they start out the postseason with a bang, a big-time victory.
The attitude they came out with was aggressive. They wanted to set the tone from the jump, and they did just that.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce, who is now with our player of the game.
Thank you very much. Jalen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
I'm just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey. It's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn, so I'm going to just keep going up.
It's all part of the journey. Thanks, Jalen.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And time now for our player of the game.